Dudes and chicks and neither if those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Make It For Last Time. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be just getting back in the swing of things. I'm going to be using the Bright Matte palette by Beauty Bay. It's the Beauty Bay brand for Bright Matte palette. The color story looks like this. It's an all matte palette. I got it because Make Me Up Missa is constantly talking about it, and I finally got it on sale for like 16 bucks, and you guys can probably get it for maybe even less right now. I know that Paulina has a link to Beauty Bay. You might be able to get 30% off by using her affiliate link. Yeah, so I'm just going to be using a bunch of different products and talking a little bit about some bullshit. You guys know how I am. So anyways, if you guys are interested in hearing me talk some bullshit, or if you want to see how I got this look, or if you want to see me pop this palette's cherry and you just like to watch, then hang out. Or if you want to see how stupid I am, then just keep watching. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with my Voldomorphe M506, and I'm going to start with the color Head Over Heels. And honestly, I've been wanting to get these Beauty Bay palettes for a really long time, and when the Book of Magic or whatever that is came out, I just decided fuck it. I got a really good deal. I got this for like $16 and I got that for like $12. So I'm just going to, I've been wanting to try them. I learned about them. Really Make Me Up Missa is the one who genuinely has piqued my interest in them. And so I just decided, fuck it. I got them and now I'm going to use them because they're super affordable. And I just watched a video by Angelica Nyqvist about good or good for the price, talking about the e.l.f. bite-size palettes, those little $3 palettes that are not, they're like $9 or $11 in Sweden. So she was talking about, is it good or is it good for the price? So that's what I'm kind of checking to see about these Beauty Bay palettes. Are they good or are they good for the price? So, and honestly, it's looking pretty good so far. And I'm just going to take this deeper into my crease because I don't want to go too high with it because I feel like I often do that and I want to put a couple more colors. I'm focusing it above the crease, but I'm going in the crease now to blend it out because I don't want to go too high with this. So I was talking to my friend this morning. I mean, he's actually my ex-boyfriend, but he knows me really well, and he said something to me that was like, just focus on one thing. And then I was watching a video by Wes Watson. I only watch 4 YouTubers besides beauty YouTubers. And one of them is Wes Watson, and he's not for everyone, you know. He came from prison, and I've heard a lot of people who also have YouTube channels that are from prison who like talk a lot of shit about him. But the truth is that he's just a human who's like made mistakes. Every human's gonna let you down. At some point, you're gonna be let down by a human. Fuck. I let myself down every day. I'm gonna be let down daily by myself. So how can I really expect other people to not let me down? And like, honestly, P. Louise just came out with that new collection, and it on the collection on her website, it talks about, I like that. That looks really pretty. And I think that's a really nice red, and I'm already super impressed with this palette. So now I'm going to use my crown brush, but you guys know it's the bigger C528 that I have. And I'm going to go into the color Poppin' Poppy right here, this lighter red or brighter red. What do you guys think? What do you think? I'm going to go into Poppin' Poppy and see what happens. People are going to let you down. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. And this launch that P. Louise is coming out with, it talks about, you know, that people have said that they think that the reason why she came out with this launch had something to do with like her like past mistakes or something. And that's not what I hear at all. What I heard her say, like, as a response to that was that she made a mistake and she's human and people felt let down by her, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is people are always going to let you down. So period, get over it. People make mistakes, they're going to let you down. So anyway, I was listening to Wes Watson this morning. I don't even know where I was going with that, sorry. Tangent. And he was talking about getting into action and just like starting by making a move. And I So basically, I just was like, I'm like overwhelmed and freaking out about everything. And I just decided just make a move, just get on here and film something. I have like literally 20 palettes looking at me, giving me dirty looks every day, laying guilt trips on me, playing mind games with me to get their own way. And I just needed to film something. And all of those palettes make me feel like stifled and overwhelmed. So I'm just going to use this and I'm just going to create a look and see what happens. So that usually works out for me. I'm going to use my Zoeva 227 and I think I'm going to go into the color Hot Stuff right here and see what happens. Man, these shadows are really good. Oh yeah, that's, yeah. Ooh, I love that. So I'm just using that color to blend out, get rid of this harsh line right here. And I think I'm going to go into the innerest, the inner rim. Man, this is bomb. So I'm not really getting the dimension that I want here. I am getting a good blend though. I'm just gently feathering out that outer edge. And I kind of went too far because I was tossing around the idea of, yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay, I know this looks pretty crazy right now, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back in with my Voldemorphe M506 and I'm going to go back into that deepest red, head over heels. I'm just going to start packing this. And just building this up and trying to get some dimension. These colors are actually really close and similar to each other, so it's going to be difficult. I'm probably not going to get what I want, but just wait. And I kind of want a little cray-cray with that there. Now I'm going to go in with my Crown C528 into Poppin' Poppy, which was kind of a waste of time. I wish I wouldn't have done it, but oh well. So this was the move. I just needed to make a move. So that's the point of my story. The point of my story was I just needed to make a move. I was filled with like apprehension and like feeling stuck and paralyzed and overwhelmed and crazy. Jumping back into my life is crazy right now. Like I don't even remember what I like to wear because I've been wearing all black for so long. It's weird. I'm just going to kind of do that with the bottom, the lower lid. Go into the head over heels. So I was picking out my clothes this morning and I just decided I'm just going to wear a metal shirt. I'm going to wear some leggings to match it. And I'm going to film a look to match whatever I wear. So here I am. It's 11/11. Two of my best friends have birthdays today. It's crazy. I'm going into Poppin' Poppy to blend that head over heels out. And then I'm going into Hot Stuff, that brightest color. I've just been using my fingers to put my foundation on, which has really been working for me. It looks really good that way. And so I haven't been getting my beauty blender wet. Okay, so now the weird thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Zoeva 221, I think it is. And I'm going to go into this gray colored drizzle. And I'm going to use that to blend out the outer edge. Because it's winter, y'all. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Wes Watson, he's like pretty hardcore. Like I say, he's not for everybody. Only one of my friends actually likes him and listens to him too. We both kind of get into him. He's just fucking hard. He's hard as fuck. And people on YouTube say he ain't hard as fuck. But you know what? His message is hard as fuck. And so, fuck them. I mean, really, you know what I mean? He is for people what he is for them. Like, nobody gets to say what somebody is for you. Just like, you know, nobody gets to say that P. Louise, it's an assumption to state that she made this collection to, like, based on things that have happened because of her past. That's an assumption. So Anyway, I'm not really going to go into it or whatever. I just feel like that's, you know, I feel like P. Louise carries a really strong message of like leadership and success and motivation, and nothing can tarnish that. You're either carrying a message or you're not. You know what I mean? You either carry a message or you don't, like, period. Okay. I like this. I like the fact that I actually went into my hair. Like, my hair is actually, I actually shadowed my hair. Why did I do that? And now, the pièce de résistance. I'm going to go into the color Illicit. And I'm just going to use that to just barely give myself a little dimension. Ooh, this is a fucking black hair. I'm not sure. I don't know. Now, that's not to say, you know, if you're talking a bunch of shit to the world and then you're living some completely different way. But if you did something and made a mistake, that doesn't mean you're not who you say you are. It doesn't mean you're fronting because you did something wrong that everybody's pissed about. It just means you did something wrong. You know what I mean? And even if you didn't apologize for it, even if you had the wrong response in the beginning, that doesn't mean that you're it doesn't mean that you aren't like walking the walk. It means that you reacted poorly and had to come back and fix it. I can't even count how many times I've reacted poorly. Fuck, I'm probably reacting poorly right now. Anyways, I've just had so much to say on a video because of everything that's gone on since the last time I filmed, and I've just been crazy. My life has just been so crazy. I graduated, for those of you who don't know. I graduated from college. Well, not college. Well, I did graduate from college, but not this time. I graduated from beauty school. I'm just going back into head over heels, and I'm going to use that to blend out this edge. I actually got a little too much. That is a really good black. Too good. So I'm just using head over heels to kind of fix this. Forgot. I gotta keep that pinky out, girl. And I'm just dipping and dipping and dipping until I can get this blended in as much as possible. Till I'm happy with it. And then I'm going to go in with my Crown C528 and I'm going to go into Pop and Poppy and I'm just going to build that a little. Hot Stuff again, just barely. I'm just going to lightly feather this outside edge so I can get a better blend on it. It's just okay to admire people. You don't have to put people on a pedestal to admire them. Like, when you put people on a pedestal, you're just asking too much because people are going to fucking fail. We're all gonna fail. I'm gonna do something that's really gonna let somebody fucking down. So don't fucking put that shit on me, right? Like, I'm just living my life. We're all just doing the best we can. People are gonna let us down. We have to leave some room for that. I'm going in with this brush that I have no idea what it is. I think it's a Zoeva 221 because I actually have a brush that I've used enough times. And now I'm gonna go in with that Crown C528 and I just barely tap that black because I wanna get a little bit right here. It was not my intention to look like a vampire, or was it? Who am I kidding? I knew it was gonna look a little bloody. I knew shit was gonna get bloody in here. I'm just pulling this black. I don't like that harsh line that I have. Not sure if you guys can see it, but I sure can. I'm not like trying to make excuses for nobody or nothing either. I'm just saying, like, people are going to let you down. That doesn't mean they're bad people, because they do. Just because somebody does something shitty doesn't make them. That's not who they are. If somebody doing something shitty was who they are, there'd be no hope for me. There'd probably be no hope for a lot of us. I'm going back into Head Over Heels, that deepest red, because I literally just want to get this. So I feel like I wish I would have left a little more room for this gray, so that it wouldn't be so pink. Just cool that shit down a little bit. I got fire. I got all this fire. We'll just cool it down. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use my Boldemorphe M506 and I'm going to go into Head Over Heels and just blend this and reinforce it. Get it a little deeper. A little deeper. Deeper! And Hot Stuff with my Lobotomy 227. I'm going in with my Jessup 226 smudger with my NYX glitter primer. Just a little dabble doer. Oh my god. What? No. And then with me old Zoeva 232, I'm going into the color Red Giant by Terra Moons. Ooh. God dang, dude. And I'm just going to go in a little bit with my finger just because I want to see what happens. Because I'm like, more, man, more. I'm just going in with my Crown C528 that I used with the black. And I'm just going to give it a little tappy. A little tap, tap, taparoo. And then I'm going to give it a little tappy right here. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Refer 03 in Red Giant. And I'm going to give it a little spritz. And I'm going to run that along my... Oh my god. You see this? Shit. Motherfucker. Oh my. What in the Sam hell? That's fantastic. Actually, I'm going to use my Boldemorphe M506 and I'm going to go into Head Over Heels and I'm just going to kind of go like this. Because that black was just a little too much. There we go. Beauty. She's a beaut. And what? I'm going to use something. I feel like this is like my new favorite. I'm going to use my AOA E130 because I fucking love it. And I'm going to use Mars Melter to highlight my inner corner. Hopefully this is a little bit whiter. And I just give it a little spritzy poo. Or am I? Am I going to give it a little spritzy poo? Because it feels like I completely missed. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of go like this. This brush is way too thick for this, but... I went and got a massage today and I thought it was going to suck. It did not. It did not suck. I thought I was going to feel like a prisoner. I was so filled with dread that I like didn't even want to go and it was like magical. It was nice to be touched. I don't know if any of you guys miss being touched, but I fucking do. Remember back in the good old days when people could touch? Totally happy with this, maybe. I mean, it could be better. It could be worse. I'm gonna go finish my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I will tell you, I went in and added more black and got a little crazy with it because it just wasn't, it was like halfway. It wasn't quite black enough, but it was a little too black. So it was a little too black for just adding a little out, you know, dimension in the outer V, but it wasn't quite black enough for it to be like there. So I did go in and add black and then I added a little bit more gray to the inner corner, like around. And then I actually went in with White Noise by Gimme Glow and I added that as my inner corner highlight. So essentially I used a black lipstick. It doesn't matter which black lipstick you use, anyone will do. And then I used Red Giant by Terra Moons to highlight my Cupid's bow and the center of my lip. And I used my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Miss Fury, because what else was I gonna use for this particular look? And one thing that I did forget to say was, I was thinking about it in the shower and I watched Leorah's new makeup releases video this morning, and what she said is, I only have one face a day. And so that, coupled with what my ex-boyfriend said about just do one thing, coupled with what Wes Watson said about getting into action. If you guys want to know who the other 4 YouTubers are that I watch, it's Wes Watson, the Leo King, Truth Well Told, and Russell Brand. So those are the 4 YouTubers I watch that aren't beauty YouTubers. I used Venus by ColourPop, my ColourPop gel liner in my waterline. I actually just had to go pick up my kids, so my makeup is good and broke in right now. I've noticed lately that makeup never looks as good right when I put it on as it does like 20 minutes after I walk out the door. So there's like a break-in, like melding point where it all turns to fucking magic. And okay, what are the things that I say? So my final thoughts on this palette so far is that I love it. The colors are great. These colors are really similar, and I feel like that might be the case with a lot of them, but do I think that this palette is worth it? Yeah. Do I think the pigment and the blend is great? I got really good payoff. It blends really well. I want to play with it some more. I mean, look at these colors. And I mean, this isn't just a rainbow palette. This is like every dimension in each shade. So I think it's got a lot of options, and I'm really glad that I finally got it. And like I said, it was like $16. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Actually, people haven't been getting the notifications for my videos. So at first I was kind of upset about it, and I was like, submitting a comment to YouTube, and then I just realized, like, that's not gonna stop this, you know what I mean? So if you haven't been getting the notifications, I'm so sorry. It's not my fault, but maybe I'm like out of the algorithm, or I don't know what the deal is. But if you're not getting the notifications, I'm really sorry. Maybe check your notification bell and click it off and click it back on if you so desire, because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm. And hang out with me in the comments, because I fucking love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here spending your valuable time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.